r/ask Reddit. What social norm do you absolutely despise? The stigma of being right or being angry embarrassed from being wrong. If you are wrong, you learn something. That's great. Too many people that are just too embarrassed when they are corrected, so they stubbornly keep pressing their incorrect statement. Edit. Rip inbox. Thank for gold. I guess it's nice to have the right opinion and the ask Reddit chamber. Now I have to learn how to make the most of this gold though. I'll be reading all comments and reacting if necessary. Also funny how no one corrected my spelling of embarrassed. Along the same lines, I hate how some parents have a tendency to teach their children to fear failure. Failure is a good thing. No human ever became interesting by not failing. The more you fail and recover and improve, the better you are as a person. The recover and improve part is the hardest for many people. The notion that wedding rings have to be ultra expensive or they aren't worth shit. I personally like bling, but I wasn't about to have my now husband spend the down payment on a house for a ring. For what the tiniest ring at a jewelry store would have cost. I got a huge ring because it was gold and lab created diamond. It looks a million times better than anything we could ever afford and I love it. When I tell people what it is they look disgusted. Plus everyone asked how much it was when I got it. They made it out like my husband was a dong for not spending more on a ring. People have issues if the relationship is apparently no good unless you spend $20,000 plus on a ring. Them. How much was it? You. Why? Them. Just curious. You. Okay. End scene. Duck those people. Edit. Mobile hates me. Business casual. Is it really that big of a deal if I wear a t-shirt and some jeans to sit alone in my cubicle for 8 hours? I'm not interacting with customers face to face. Nobody goes nuts every casual Friday. So why not just make that the norm? I'm with you on that. That's why I'm glad I have a chill job now. Freezer technician A. Exchanging gifts that no one actually wants on holidays. I have a friend who would literally exchange a certain amount of money with his ex-girlfriend. He would give her £100 and she would give him £100 back. Weirdest shit. That does sound odd. Why not just both agree to spend that amount of money on themselves and call it even? Edit. For those finding reading so difficult, I meant for that couple's situation. Not everyone in the ducking world. Needing an excuse to say no to something. I feel like just no should suffice. The problem is that once you give a straight no without any excuse a couple times, people will be less inclined to invite you to things. I feel OP may be referring to bosses corporate etc not being able to take a straight no for answer. Can you work overtime today? Double quote. No. Why not? Double quote. I don't need to tell you why. That's not being a team player. Double quote. Thinking to self, what the duck? My time off is not your time to think you own or. Can you come in Saturday? Double quote. No. You really should consider helping your family out. Beach. This place isn't my family. My actual family expects me to have days off so I can spend time with them and care for them. I hate having to say bye to every single person at an event. Why can't Irish exits be more of a thing? You can be socially awkward like me and say bye to like one person and then wave to everyone who isn't paying attention and then leave. Best part is, if the mention they didn't notice you leave you can say you said bye to everyone because of the wave, but they didn't acknowledge you and you didn't want to interrupt them. Works every time. I just say bye to the host of the event and the person I was most recently interacting with, and then as I am walking out the door I'll shout bye guys. Hi, how are you? Good. How are you? Good. Hi, how are you? I try not to think about it. Same as it ever was. The it's family sense of duty even if said family members are soul munching. Freeloading wastes of space. Parents were alcoholics, drug dependents who took us to the breadline as children. I was bullied because my parents would rather buy me a £7 coat that was fake brand and drove around in a £150 car so they could afford their 8 cans of beer and bottle of cider at night with their cocodamol. Sister tried to kill me a few times growing up. So yeah, duck my family. I don't owe them anything. Currently not speaking to them because they chose my freeloading drama queen sister over me when she missed my wedding and my kid's birthday to go out with her friends. I made my own family now. Congrats on getting out of that environment. When I read your comment, my first thought was really off topic though. I made my own family now. Me. What did you use to attach the arms? I hate my brain sometimes. Unquestionable respect for people just because of their age or rank. Same applies to missing or recently dead people. Definitely people who have passed away. All of a sudden they become brilliant loving people because you can't speak ill of the dead. No. Piss off with that. Dying doesn't make someone a son. I'm an Indian and there is this thing where you have to somehow respect and uphold every wish your parents have with your life. Now I love my parents and they are pretty much cool with a lot of my decision, but I've met and seen a lot of people who had to choose a career they weren't interested in one bit just because their parents wanted it. A lot of girls and boys have to marry someone they've known for mostly months or they know them well but don't want to marry them just for the sake of parents. A lot of girls and boys don't get to be with the person they love just because their parents don't approve. The biggest problem is if you stand up to them for making your own life decisions. Somehow you're an ungrateful a-hole who doesn't appreciate the sacrifices they've made for you. Another shit argument is that parents could never mean to harm their child, so every child should just follow everything their parents tell them to do. It's like Indian parents don't want their child to make any mistakes, so they don't let them make decisions at all. I love my parents. I respect them and I appreciate everything they've done for me, but at the end of the day it's my life and I wanna live it the way I see fit. And if I make mistakes, it's alright. I'll learn from them and grow. The struggle of a first gen. I recently found out there are therapists that specialize in first gen therapy, which makes so much sense to me. Pakistani millennial here to say you could not have hit the nail on the head any harder, tbh. It's an insane corner Asian kids get pushed into where you don't feel like you have any room to live as you want to live. I shudder to think of how many people are living unhappy lives as a result. I hate being expected to talk to hairdressers, especially ones I don't see regularly, about my life. I sometimes tell the woman who cuts my hair that I'm tired and just wanna chill and not talk. She prob likes it honestly cause she has to make bullshit small talk with people all damn day. As a hairstylist, I appreciate that. Sometimes it's like that on the other end too. I'm pretty introverted and making small talk all day can be exhausting. Nothing wrong with a quiet, relaxing haircut. When you say you have no plans and people use that as an excuse to make you do stuff. My plan is to have no plans. Goddamn it. When my co-workers and bosses ask me what I'm doing on my day off, I always come up with something that I'm doing even though I'm just going to be sitting at home on Reddit and watching Netflix with my BF. I don't want to cover shifts or be called in later on. The 5,000 pre-wedding parties that seem to be both the norm and prohibitively expensive for all involved, including guests. Who honestly needs an engagement party, a kitchen tea party, a bridal shower, bridesmaids luncheon, a hens, a 4-day bachelor bender, and a rehearsal dinner? What fresh hell is all of that, OMG? Welcome to the American South. Including my own, I've been involved in 19 weddings in the last 39 months. All of them but one, in Cali, had all of those but the tea, and most had one if not 2 showers as well. Fresh hell is dead accurate. I dislike the reaction I get when I say I'm happily single. On one hand, I get people who seem to think I'm secretly gay and don't want to come out, which I'm not. Or on the other, I get sympathetic looks with the I'm sure the right one will come along when the time is right spiel. Not many are willing to accept I am happy being single, and it seems to be an oddity that I am happy to be that way for now. Why can people not accept being in a relationship is not such a big deal to some people? Edit. Thanks for the gold, guys. I'd like to clarify something. I didn't say I had no interest in sex. Seems some people seem to think I'm not interested in anything at all. I had a few casual encounters some time after the last relationship I was in ended, but that was years ago now. Because then they would have to accept that there is more than one way for people to be happy, and thus there exists the possibility that they are missing out on something, and thus are worse off than you. Moronic, isn't it? Edit. Live and let live. This guy lives. People telling me to smile or telling me I'm mad just because I'm not actively smiling. Duck off. My mom does that all the time. We're just casually talking in the car and I give normal answers without an exaggerated reaction voice tone and she immediately says, "Why are you pissed off again?" Like, boy, I just came from work and I am tired. I already spent the whole day smiling and behaving nice to my bosses and co-workers. I just want to chill. Geez. What are you mad about? I'm not? Yes you are. No. I'm not. Seriously. What is it? It's ducking you. Now. The idea that it is odd to attend a movie alone. I don't wish to hear my friends' criticism or argue over what movie we should all see. There was this one time I went to the movies alone during a Monday I had off from work. The entire theater was also empty except for me. It was the best movie going experience I have ever had. Oh man. That sounds like heaven. Being nice to disabled people. Some of them are dongs. I hate when people don't think of them as normal people. I have a mental illness and often find myself explaining to friends that just because someone has depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder or anything of the sort, it doesn't exclude them from the capability of being a dunt. I had a friend who would do shit things and then say I'm depressed or I'm bipolar. Like, we've all been through shit, bro. Doesn't make you an a-hole. We all stopped being friends with him. He sent an email to one of us saying he took a DNA test to prove he's bipolar from 23andMe. They don't even offer that kind of service. That I can't wear the same set of clothes 2 days in a row. I work with cement every day, and sometimes I just don't want 5 ducking sets of cemented up clothes. Edit. I just wear the same shit anyway. Sleeveless panty and some BDU pants. It's not usually my co-workers that say anything, but the clients and homeowners. What kind of cement worker cares about what his co-workers wear? Can you believe what John is wearing? I know he wore that same top on Tuesday. This one is big in the UK, so writing Christmas cards to everyone you know. Duck that. Just writing to their name, "Merry Christmas, love, your name," is bullshit and tedious. If I write a card, it's because I give a duck about you and I will write a personalized message. If you give me a bullshit card and expect one back, tough shit. Your worth is not measured by how many Christmas cards you receive. Edit. Gold for a post about my hatred of Christmas cards. Didn't see that one coming. Thanks internet stranger. The fact that some teachers and even professors have so much power over your future, you can piss them off out of pure coincidence and they can make your educational life miserable. Works both ways though. Had one lecturer completely target me because I asked a question they couldn't answer. Spent the rest of the semester receiving no help from them and being graded harshly. The lecture stuffed up when I made a complaint about the grades my assignment group members got relative to me via email. The lecturer reply emailed me back while CCing the group members and included my grades along with personal details and the original complaint. The lecturer could only assist with teaching for the next year while under investigation for misconduct and breaching the university's privacy policy. Edit. Spelling and sentence flow. That behavior is also against the law under FERPA, the Federal Education Rights and Privacy Act. Can't discuss grades with anyone else but the one student whose grade it is. Guys having to take the initiative to ask girls out has caused me so much stress. Jesus. Same here. But then she made a move and suddenly I had the most amazing girlfriend in the world. We've been living together for 2 years now. I still have no social skills and never will. Letting every person in humanity know that I'm going to the gym. There's a big girl at my gym that comes in all the time in full, new looking Under Armour clothes with Beats headphones, and she does nothing but sit on the gynecologist machine and take selfies. WTF is the gynecologist machine for duck's sakes. Edit. This would be my top comment. I'm now intimately familiar with the term RIP my inbox. Thanks for clearing up my confusion, y'all. Those people who cannot be humble, I find them so annoying. How big's your TV? Oh, I don't care now. Like 30 inches or something. Haha, I have a TV in my toilet bigger than that. Okay then, congrats. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.